Gordon and Walcott Memorial Methodist School has gone from high tension to celebrations in just over 1 week. On the 15th of October, teachers walked off the job and did not return until the 17th due to a myriad of issues at the school, including mold infestation. On Friday the 25th, the teachers and students alike were dancing with each other to the sweet sound of Creole music. One teacher said, "All is well now."
On the 15th of October 2019, the teachers of the Gordon and Walcott Memorial Methodist School walked out of the school compound, citing a myriad of issues that threatened their health, as well as the health of the young students who attend the school daily. Fast forward to Friday the 25th, and the mood was completely different as the sounds of Creole music, as well as dancing and laughter, filled the air in the school grounds. Grade 1 teacher Isa Epiphane said Friday's activity was a sure sign of the school's strength.
Well, it says that we're very resilient, first and foremost, but it's an activity that we do every year, and the students look forward to it, teachers as well as parents, so we could not disappoint. The problem has been rectified. Yes, the problem has been rectified, so we came out today to celebrate Unique Way, to celebrate our Creole Heritage Month.
Epiphane said activities like these are extremely important to ensure that the culture is passed on to the upcoming generations.
I think it gives them an opportunity to see things that they have not seen in a very long time. For example, some of the songs, some of them were not familiar with, and even a chance to get to learn the language. I think that is the most enjoyable thing for the students, even though sometimes they struggle, but they learn 1 or 2 words, and I think that's a plus for us.
The Methodist school joined other schools island-wide in the celebration of Journée Créole. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Michelle Gonzalez.
The Southern Division of the St. Lucia Fire Service commemorated Fire Prevention Week 2 weeks ago in commemoration of the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. However, this has stirred up a few questions and concerns by locals who are asking why the commemoration is not localized. The aim of the event is to promote sensitization among the public on the importance of fire prevention. Fire officer attached to the Fire Service Prevention Department, Owen Casabor, said the Chicago Fire commemoration is not just a one-off. It is in fact the reason that Prevention Week was created. He said the event is usually celebrated over the week surrounding the 6th day of October and follows the same mandate the world over.
This Fire Prevention Week, well, last week it was, or 2 weeks ago rather, we had outreach programs. We had open days at the Viewport Fire Station. We had several schools come in. We taught about fire prevention of fires and basically helping or preparing students and the entire nation for fires. In case you have a fire, what to do, and most importantly, to prevent it in the first instance.
When informed of the concerns raised about the lack of patriotism surrounding the initiative, Casabor said the fire service agrees with this sentiment and is holding talks to make changes to localize it.
It's true, we have had some devastating fires in the past, especially that of 1948. And the most recent for us would be 999, which is the St. Jude's fire, which happened in 2009. The department right now is thinking of moving towards having Fire Prevention Week in June, the 19th and 20th. If you can remember, the fires, Castries, the major fire in Castries happened in June 19th and 20th in 1948. I think most persons can relate to that fire rather than that of the Chicago fire.
He says when it comes to preparedness and fire prevention, St. Lucians have a long way to go.
With us St. Lucians, I think what the issue we have is sometimes we forget how dangerous fires can be. We use it on a daily basis. However, we put our guards down, and that's when it can be very dangerous. Sometimes, especially going out to the communities, you hear, I don't know the last time we had a fire in whatever community, but when it strikes, sometimes they lose everything, persons lose their lives, you know. So just, you know, putting on our guard and having persons, or raising the awareness in the community for St. Lucians to know that, wait, fires are dangerous. It can happen at any time.
The fire officer said the service will keep on reminding the public about the dangers of fires, how easily they can start, how quickly they can spread, and how much can be lost as a result of them. Young Christian Lawrence has been bestowed with the honor of recognition from the St. Lucia Writers Forum. President of the association, Paulina Murray, says Lawrence is definitely one to watch, not just in the area of literary arts, but performing arts as well. She says his talent, his focus, and passion are all commendable and worthy of emulation.
Christian Lawrence, I think that he deserves the recognition. He's a young, hard-working young individual, and I have seen his work before. We have watched him grow. He has been part of our activities as well, and not only us. I think he's an example to other young men in St. Lucia, because you see him all over the place doing his thing, doing his work, doing his writing, his singing what he loves best. And we want to encourage him to keep the courage, keep the flame burning, be an example, be a light for our St. Lucian young men especially.
Lawrence, a student of the St. Mary's College, rose to prominence after competing and placing second in the Défilé Sans Students Song Competition in Guadeloupe. He was also voted as the People's Choice in that competition. The young man says he is honored to now be receiving such recognition on home soil as the Writers Forum's rising artist.
It is an honor because, you know, there's many more artists and writers and poets out there, you know, and for me to be selected is just simply an honor, and I appreciate it. I've always used performances as a medium to express myself in different ways. So, you know, being surrounded by poets and people who write and, you know, just creative people has helped me build my self-esteem on so many levels in a way that if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be who I was today.
Christian Lawrence will perform a self-written track at the Writers Forum meeting on the 22nd of November at the Central Library, where he will also be honored as a rising writing and performing artist. The Department of Infrastructure, Ports and Energy intends to carry out road maintenance and culvert cleaning works along sections of Hospital Road Castries, including the link road between Hospital Road and the Millennium Highway or Foasho Main Road that's opposite the entrance to the Castries Seaport. Consequently, during the hours of 6 a.m. to approximately 11 a.m. on Saturday, the 26th of October, it will be necessary to close the section of Hospital Road from its entrance. No access will be permitted to Hospital Road through the link road opposite the entrance to the Castries Seaport. Access to Victoria Hospital and other parts of Hospital Road to commuters, bus drivers and residents will be through Coconut Road, that's the road behind Hardest Hard Restaurant and Bar, to a few meters away from Culvert Works for the duration of the works, which is estimated to be 5 hours. Again, that's between 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturday, the 26th of October. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Tennyson Glasgow is up next with all the sporting action.